Hey, hello everyone. Again, welcome back to my channel name Learning to Learn. So, अगर आप ये channel पे नहीं आए हैं तो let me give you a quick information about this particular channel. ये channel में मैं पढ़ाती हूँ all the things related to commerce, BBA, MCom, BCom and other popular topics, especially NTA UGC NET. Okay, so ये रहा channel का नाम, right? आप मुझे follow कर सकते हैं on various other platforms as well, like LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook. So sorry. Yes, this is my Facebook page. Once again. Yes, this is my Facebook page. Okay, after the Facebook page you can also follow me on Instagram, as well as I am a verified educator on Unacademy. This is my profile. Okay, तो exactly अब आज का session क्या रहेगा? Today's session is a very informative session and a very important session, especially regarding to NTA UGC NET students के लिए. अब आपको पता है कि एग्ज़ाम बहुत जल्दी अप्रोच होने वाला है और अभी तक NTA की तरफ से कोई नोटिफिकेशन नहीं आया है. सो दिस इज़ द सीरीज विच वी आर स्टार्टिंग सो दैट वी कुड रिवाइज द एंटायर पेपर 1 एंड पेपर 2. और ये रिविजन इंग्लिश में भी अपलोड होगा और हिंदी में भी अपलोड होगा, सो दैट आप अपनी कन्वीनियंस के अकॉर्डिंग आप समझ पाएँ. This particular video would be entirely in English and I will be going to upload the same thing entirely in Hindi as well. Okay, so before starting this particular lecture, let me give you two important information. Apart from this, I'm really sorry about the background sound of sparrows. Okay, this is a new course which is launched on Unacademy. Plus पे है ये. This is an 18-hour session of the complete revision of paper 1. Theoretical aspects: teaching aptitude, research aptitude, communication, ICT, people and environment, higher education. ये जो 6 units है, all the units, theoretical units are being covered in this. Latest updated notes are there and MCQ practice is also there, so you can get, you can say, complete overview of the paper 1 theoretical aspects in just 18 hours. So that is really, you can say it will save your time and it will help you a lot. Okay, so if you are not on Unacademy, do join Unacademy and join the plus sessions. As well as there is one more session of me, Madhusudan sir and Talveer sir on Unacademy for revision of revision through various previous year questions. So I'm going to take, I and Madhusudan sir, we are going to take paper 2 commerce and Talveer sir is going to take paper 1. Okay, so this was it. Now let's move towards the first topic for today. So this is going to be a very long video, so make sure you just once again, so it is first of all going to be a very long video and this is going through charts. Okay, so we are just going to cover like 5 or 6 of these charts, and this, only these 5 pages or these 6 pages will help you to get an entire glimpse of the chapter, the entire glimpse. So first thing, just drop everything, sit down silently and start preparing, and take a water bottle with you. Okay, and take everything with you. Take a paper and pen so that you can note it down, the important aspects, or you can take the screenshot. I will be uploading the same notes on a Telegram app as well. The link of the Telegram is given in the description box below. Okay, now with all, you can say, distractions put aside, let us actually start the revision for paper 1 NTA UGC NET 2021. So as you know, this chart, okay, I'm going to zoom it out to various aspects so that we can focus on certain aspects. Okay, so this is the first chart we are going to complete now. Now, teaching is a process. I'm really sorry. Okay, just give me 1 second. Yes, okay. So the first is, you can see the definition here. The first one in the purple pen, right? It is written here: teaching is a process in which learner, teacher and other variables are organized in a systematic manner to attain some predetermined goal. So what is teaching? Teaching is basically giving information to the students, but it is much more than that. It is actually, you can say, transforming a student, changing the behavior of the student. And in this teaching process, there are 3 variables which are very important: the teacher, the student, as well as the intervening variable, the things between the teacher and the student. It can be the interaction, the level of interaction, the communication, type of communication, and many things can come into picture in that. Okay, so that was teaching. That was the definition of the teaching. Now let us move towards the characteristics of teaching. Okay. Yes, okay. So as you can see, I'll just shift my video here and there so that you can absolutely see the content clearly. Characteristics of teaching. So the first is, it is a system of action. Yes, it is a step-by-step activity. It is not, you can say, a thing which you can do anytime. No, it is actually a sequential process, a step-by-step process which needs to be done. Second, it is a professional activity. Yes, it is a professional activity. Only the people who have gone through the training, who know what is teaching, who know how to teach, can do this particular activity. Subject to analysis and assessment. Yes, teaching is you can say an activity where a teacher is analyzed or assessed on the performance of the students. Okay, so if the teacher is very well with the subject, the teacher can actually help the student to do very well in that particular subject, right? So there is an assessment which is going on year by year of teachers, right? And that helps basically the teachers also as well as the students also. Okay, the next is specialized task. Point number 4. Yes, it is a specialized task. It is like the people who are actually educated, who are trained, who know how to teach, they can only do this activity. The next it is collection of various modes. Yes, now try to understand, teaching is not only through one way, like a lecture or a single method. No, it includes various methods, and in teaching aptitude you need to study large group teaching method, small group teaching method, individualized teaching method, online method, offline method, student centric method, teacher centric method, content focused method, participative methods, and much more. Okay, the next is different levels of teaching. Yes, we basically have 3 levels of teaching. I'm really sorry, I just forgot. I'm really sorry. Understanding level, reflective level, yes, memory level, understanding level, and reflective level. And in right now a new updation has been done. There is one more kind of teaching level, that is autonomous level. Okay, now the next one, it takes place in dynamic environment. Dynamic means which keeps on changing. So it is not an activity which remains static for a very long period of time. No, it keeps on changing according to the changes in the environment which are going to take place. The next is it is art as well as science. Yes, I am reading point number 8. Yes, it is an art because it is personalized application. Whether you are going for any kind of arts, it can be dance, it can be writing, it can be singing. Every person has their own unique style of presenting their art. In the same sense, teaching is an art. So you can present your content like, this is how I am presenting. Many educators or many teachers online might present you in a different way. They might choose a different language, they might choose a different way to teach you. So every teacher has their own unique way. So it is an art as well as it is a science because it has cause and effect relationship. Reason being, you exactly know that if you teach properly, you are going to get results. If you're not going to teach properly, you're not going to get the results. So that would be one of the difficulties. Now the next is, it is closely related to education, training, learning, etc. Yes, teaching is closely related to all these things, but let me remind you, teaching is not education, teaching is not learning, and teaching is not training. So all these things, though they are very close to teaching, but they are not exactly related to teaching, or they are not exactly teaching. They are just related to teaching, but they are absolutely different from teaching. It is a continuous, it is a social service. Yes, social service. Why? Because you are going to give a better citizen to the society who is going to do good work in the society, right? The next is, it is a continuous process. Teaching is not like you're going to do it one day, the next day you're not going to do it, after the next day you're not going to do it. No, it's not like that. It is, you're going to do every day. Okay, and even after, you can say, school or college, even after university's examinations, teaching never stops because you can learn at a lot of places. You can learn at your offices, you can learn at your home. So teaching is something that is a lifelong process. It goes on. 12th point, intellectual activity. Yes, it is mind related activity, it is not related to a physical. Okay, and 10 towards self organization. Yes, so the last topic we were discussing is 10 towards self organization, that teaching helps us to be very organized and we understand the topics in a better manner, right, when we start teaching those. Okay, so this was all about the characteristics or the features of teaching. Now let's move forward with the second topic, that is called objectives of teaching. It is written in the green color pen. Okay, so what are the basic objectives of teaching? Objective can also be known as you can say various aims or reasons why a teacher teaches. Okay, so the first is, this is the basic question. Many questions have been asked from this particular first point, to bring desired change in pupil. Yes, that is one of the biggest reasons that teaching is done, so that you can bring a change in the student, that he understands the concepts, he grabs the concepts, he takes into account various things, etc. Then the second is to shape behavior and conduct. Yes, you want to change the student, you want to incorporate good manners, good things and everything, so you want to shape the behavior of a student, and for that you need teaching. The next one is acquisition of knowledge. Yes, you want to acquire knowledge and absolutely you want to share the knowledge. That is why you need to do teaching, right? That is why you're doing teaching. The next is to improve learning skills of students. Yes, this actually if you are a good teacher, this actually helps the student to understand how to learn a subject, how to learn a topic, how to grab the concepts in a very easy manner. That helps you can say a student to understand as well as remember the concepts for a long period of time. The next one could be to provide social and efficient member of the society. Yes, that was also mentioned in the characteristics, that teaching is a social service. So yes, here we are trying to provide a social and efficient member to the society through proper teaching. The next is formation of belief. Yes, this actually helps a student or pupil to actually believe in himself, that yes, whatever he's doing is right, and once again, and whatever he is understanding is correct. So yes, this is also one of the important aims of teaching. Okay, after the objectives of teaching, let us try to understand the basic requirements of teaching. This is also one of the important topics which you need to understand. Okay, so this is given in the purple color. Okay, so all three variables of teaching, there are basically three variables of teaching which you can see down the slide. That is dependent variable, independent variable, intervening variable. Dependent variable is always the student, because students is actually dependent on the teacher, right? Like I'm taking this class. Okay, so how I am taking this class, what topics am I covering, the way I am speaking, the way I am taking the class is my decision, my sole decision, right? So I am very independent. Teacher is an independent variable, whereas if we talk about learner is dependent on the teacher, that what teacher teaches, how teacher teaches and everything. Okay, the intervening variable is the relationship between the teacher and the student, or the interaction between a teacher and the student, that how a teacher interacts with the student, and every element between a teacher and a student would be the intervening variable. So first of all, you need these three things for teaching. The first is dependent variable, independent variable, intervening variable. After that, so the second point would be professionalism. A teacher should be well professional enough. So see, if I was teaching in a school or college, there would be a timing of the classes. So I would have to reach the class in a proper time. Okay, I should be disciplined enough. In the same way, teaching is a professional activity. It is not the personal activity. It should be in a very it should be carried out in a very professional manner. A teacher should understand that what are the disciplines to follow. Okay, the third one would be environment. Yes, you would require a suitable environment so that you can teach. If there is a lot of noise coming around you, if there are a lot of problems around you, if there are a lot of distractions around you, you might not able to teach properly. At the same time, the student might not understand properly. Correct. The next is student devotion towards teaching. Student discipline it is. Yes, like if there is a professionalism for teacher, right, there should be discipline maintained by student also, that how much student is actually interested. The next is teacher student relationship. Yes, there should be a rapport between the students and teacher. The students should respect the teacher, and this is how it works. The next is student devotion towards studying. Yes, and teachers devotion towards teaching. So both of the devotion comes hand in hand. If student is actually interested in learning, then teachers should also be interested in teaching. Okay, the doubt should be solved, the problem should be clarified, and many things. In the same sense, or in the same way, a student should try to understand what the teacher is saying, as well as a student should also try to gain the concept. Okay, so last but not the least for this particular video, that is concept of teaching. We have basically two concepts of teaching: formal teaching and informal teaching. Formal teaching takes place in environment like school, colleges, and official settings where there are professional teachers, educators, faculty, professors, assistant professors who actually take the lectures, right? Whereas if we talk about informal teaching can be taken place in the initial years of a child, and actually it is lifelong also. But here the teaching can be derived from your parents, your siblings, your friends, your relatives, which help you to gain more knowledge about your environment, more knowledge about the experiences, and more knowledge about life in general. Okay, so this was the first chart, as you can see here. Just give me 1 second. So as you can see in this today's class, whatever time it has been taken, I think the video is more than 10 minutes. In this 10 minutes we try to complete this particular chart. Okay, now in the next coming video I'll bring all these charts, and all these charts would be available on Telegram channel. So for that, please, the links are given in the description box below. You can download the same chart and study with that. Apart from this, if you still have any doubts, please do let me know. Do join Unacademy and take good care of yourselves, and make sure you watch the next session, and this videos will also be available in Hindi as well as. Okay, so that would help you if you are more comfortable in understanding Hindi. Take good care of yourselves, study hard. Bye bye.